Let me point up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins.
Let's go!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Mariota now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. We got one. Mike 52. Hey, tighten down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 20! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
56. Here I come.
To throw, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Derrick Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Touchdown, Redskins. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run with Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Howard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 13. Check 2.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
52. Let's go, D.
To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 43-yard line.
52, Mike 52. Check. 5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. One. Right. 49, check 49, check 49. Watch the edge. Check 43. Three.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
52. Check.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Bryant has it. 20. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third and goal. Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. That's caught at the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
SOS. Tighten up. Watch that. Check 52's the mic.
Now Mariota. Going up top for Miller. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
It's now third down and long.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Howard again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now Wentz on third down. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3. 1. Bravo! 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Protein spill. 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on second down, Wentz. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Motion. Alpha.
Here's Mariota. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 38, Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 50.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wentz now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wentz now to throw, and he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Wentz now on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off on the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now a play fake. Wentz. Airs it out toward the corner of the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On second and 9, Allen. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Ready? Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Going deep here for Bryant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go. 10-2 stuff. Now.
Throwing on second down. Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Eagles on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. On third down, Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. He's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
X3, 218, chop it.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Allen to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Double time. 3 down. Hey, orbit.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the 6-yard line.
52. Watch 52.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation.